Well then, welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Today, I've been busy doing a little bit of building around the base. You can't quite see it from here though, can you? You can't tell what I've been doing. But it has been a big project. A big project. Resource-intensive project. But I'm pleased with the look of the place. I'm pleased with the results. Everything I've been doing previously have been like as cheap as possible because, well, it's an expensive grind. But today I've been doing the expensive grind. Also, check out my back. Look at this. This wonderful, wonderful cape from Minecon. Oh yes, just rub it in, folks. Just rub it in. No, it's awesome. I claimed it earlier today, and it looks pretty cool. I like the way it moves. It's the first cape I've got, so I'm showing it off. I mean, you can't blame me, can you? You can't blame me. First cape, got to show it off a bit. Looks pretty awesome. I like. It's pretty cool. I like it. But anyway, that's not what we're here for today, is it, folks? No, we're here for some Agrarian Skies 2. Now, over here, I was messing around with the reactor. Excuse me, just go away. Thank you. I was messing around with the reactor, and where did you come? Oh, that was right. I forgot I left that there. I love that. Oh, the thing will. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I started messing around over here. Look, check this out. Started working on this project build, and I think it looks quite good. I haven't decided exactly what it's all doing and all that. I kind of come to a dead end with materials at the minute. These reactor casings and these reactor casings require a lot of materials, but they look so cool I had to use them. So I've been reclaiming the old reactors from around the place and using their reactor casings as part of it. And also that means that I've been limiting how much yellurium I've been using. So now this is full of yellurium because the other reactors aren't taking the yellurium, so this is now running smoothly. Also brought the casing heat down and everything, and the usage per tick of fuel burn up has been reduced right down as well. That is thanks to comments where I then came along and reduced my control rods. So I've got 5 control rods, 4 of them are down at 80 and 1 of them at 70. And that's kind of kept it at a sort of a balanced level of buckets per tick being produced and a nice low core temperature, meaning not too much fuel burn up, which is pretty good. And it's still providing this with exactly the right amount of power. I reduced this, and this is the sweet spot. 1730 has been my sweet spot, at least, to get the rotor speed just down below 1800. Just, you see, 3 revolutions per minute short of 1800. So it's perfectly producing as much possible RF per tick as it can. 20,000 RF per tick being produced. Pretty awesome. And then I've had this being used for a little while, but I've turned it off just recently because it's got all the power it can. You got this Tesseract outputting all that power to wherever it needs to go out there, and also loads more of these. These quite expensive to make, but we made some last episode, and I thought they looked so cool that I had to do something about them. I had to have them. I had to have more of them. So I started designing it like around the room like this, and I was looking for blocks that would look good with this sort of bluey, cyan-y colour scheme. And straight up blue did not work. So instead, I was turning quartz that I've got abundance of into prismarine shards through Britannia. There's a simple process over here that you can perform with just throwing quartz into the pool of mana, and it'll just change it. Quartz. Yeah, here we go. Let's get another stack done. So you just take it over to the mana pool, and I think it works in any. That turns it into mana quartz, right? But this one, when it's got the alchemical catalyst underneath it, turns it into prismarine. So it doesn't really use a lot of mana either. It doesn't seem to use any mana up. The mana's still really, really full. But it does the job. You never always get a stack at once, though. Let's pop that. There we go. 2 stacks of prism shards. And these shards have the uses that you can make these bricks with stone bricks. You can make dark prism with nether brick. And you can make sea lanterns with glowstone. All very nice because, well, that's not the same as the vanilla recipes. The vanilla recipe for dark prism is actually harder in a way. The nether brick is easy enough to get because of netherrack. The dark prismarine is actually ink in vanilla 1.8. And then the sea lanterns requires you to kill some other parts and bits and pieces in the sea temple. But that's the Britannia way of doing it, so that's given me a very cool looking area in this far side here. Now I haven't finished it off obviously because I've got a lot of materials invested in this so far and it's taking a long time, but I want to bring it out and around and all the way down here to edge it all off, and that's kind of then going to be an indoorsy area. So my basement area, the back and beyond, all like this so far, I think it all needs a kind of a makeover. I'm starting to look forward to giving it a makeover. So this corner over here got extra height because I'm still well and truly underneath that edge block that I was working under. Just got to put a ceiling on it and then this is all good. And go around the back and clean it all up. How I'm going to fit it into this section, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this section to make it look fancy and put some sort of flooring underneath it and wrap around it and so on. I don't know yet. It's just kind of in the way. I need this reactor here and I need a walkway through, but if I bring the wall out to here, then I've only got this shallow walkway past the reactors into this big reactor area. Yeah, not so great. And one of the things that I wanted to do was set up tesseracts for different purposes and start storing this energy as well. So I made myself the first of 4 resonant energy cells. 4, yes, 4. And I'm trying to figure out a way that's going to look good and serve the purpose of storing energy in these sections. And I was kind of toying with the idea of suspending it from the roof, as it were. So we'd have maybe 3 blocks before the first energy cell was showing, right? And then I can get rid of these ones. So we're always sort of looking up at it to see where it is, what's it doing. And I was thinking of putting a tesseract in the middle of it, like that. And that could then fill these. Yeah, if I put this onto receiving energy instead of sending energy, then this should start filling up. Yep, filling up fairly swiftly as well. And then I was thinking of having some kind of redstone energy coming down to them all, potentially. Yeah, so this really should be outputting up. Yeah, and then these ones that I've got going on here should be output to the right, outputting into the tesseract at all times. I know this is kind of overkill, but I wanted it to look cool as well. And then this one would be output to that side, and then this one, I'll put one on the top or on the bottom. Let's have it on the top. And then this one would be output on the bottom there. So everything's going into this tesseract. This tesseract is output on there. I can change this anytime I want as well, but we can do sending energy from there. So it's going to receive from all 4 of those cubes. And then this is where all these pipes come in. I was thinking of attaching the pipes coming out underneath it. So that would now have to receive from the bottom, like that. There we go. So that'll get in. This is maximum input of 10,000 RF per tick, and these cables are maximum 10,000 RF per tick. So I don't need to connect them up to the massive connections there. And then from the top, we would go in like this. So this one could receive energy from the top as well at 10,000 per tick. And then it was just a case of how to make it look cool. Because that's all nice and well and good and central and all that kind of stuff. But what am I going to do to make it look cool? And I was thinking of having some form of crossing over like this maybe. So the front side would be an input there. And the front side would be an input there. So it takes any excess energy like that. Kind of okay. And then sort of encase it in something. Encase it in glass or something. Just something to make it look cool. I might even bring these across to it rather than it being that way around. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe. Maybe I'll put these on the back instead of the front. I hadn't really thought about what I wanted to do exactly with these. But I did know that I wanted to have something that looked cool out here. So more than likely then I'd put these on the back instead. Like that. There we go. And then these would be set up to receive at the back, not receive at the front. That one would be set up to receive at the... Wait. Give me that. Receive at the back, not at the front. And that one's the top, that one's the bottom still. Those should be going up now. Yes, they are. Should be going up now. Yes, it is. Okay. That's cool. So then that looks like that. And maybe, just maybe, because of awesome factors, making things look cool, I'll take these off here and these off here for now until I've made some more, and then can thread it all the way around and bring this off here like that, and this off here like that. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I've been messing around with for ages. Just like replacing blocks and placing blocks and figuring out how I wanted things to look. And I figured I wanted some great big bank of like power going on down here, storing all the energy from this. Because these can transmit as much power as you want, then this whole, I've got sections sticking out like this, would look cool. And I wanted to bring the power all the way around as well, and bring it around here, just because those look so cool. Those cables look so cool. And I wanted it all the way around. It doesn't really serve a purpose though. I've got to bring it around and give it a purpose. So I might just have it coming through the back here and going into power supplying for this farm section. Maybe even power supplying a back section over here. I don't know yet. And then we're going to put the hillside thing over the top of it up to there. In a similar way to we've done that corner. I'm just going to cap it all in with that feel there. Maybe put some other power supply things on the top just for the fun of it. I don't know yet. I don't know. But there's still a lot of work to be done over here in the power plant. And I could even go with some sort of like maybe interject at each point so that I've got a similar sort of setup over here, like this over here, and then have the next one set up in this area. I don't know how I would want to connect them up yet. But just another battery section coming up with the next side, which for now, let's put all of these on and have it here. And that would also be, well, let's put that as farming output, set frequency, and that can send energy from farming output. And then I'd put something the same. I'll probably upgrade these to resonant, but this would all be very similar shape and size, and maybe do some encasing in glass to give them something else about it as well. It does need to receive energy from somewhere, I know, so let's take that one and that one and that one, and thank you, and that one. Don't they look so cool? They look so cool. I like a look. and then maybe we bring the whole thing across. Maybe I'll do that and take this across here like this and power that into there. Yeah, kind of like that instead. I don't know exactly, but that looks cool. And then maybe bring this around the bottom as well, so we've got a sort of a looping section. That might look cool. It's about the looks as well as the practicality, because practicality, I could just put these straight onto there, line them all up along the edges. I could. I thought about setting these things up into these little sections as well. I thought about it, but I never got around to doing that. I never got around to testing it even. So that might look cool as well. Let's take these first few. Yeah, like this. And stick a tesseract just in the middle. And then some of these on the sides. Like that. And then just quickly attach. 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 Stuff like that. That actually might look cool. That might look cooler than this. Might look better to have a walkway, a big open room with those in the middle. Leave me comments below. Which one do you think looks better? I mean, we can change this so that this one would say receive from the top. This one would say receive from the top. This one would receive from the top. And this one would receive from the bottom. This one could also receive from the bottom, and this one receive from the bottom there. To give it that sort of design. Kind of. Yeah. But maybe with the resident green as well. Resident energy cells. So then these, I can just come along and pick these off and just go, right, you are to this output. Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, plenty of them. I could bring that all the way around and have that looking cool like that. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. This is like option A, hanging. Option B, in the wall. Let's see what you can pick out for me. I've got a lot of crafting to do anyway, because these all take a fair bit of crafting. But it's more about the storage of all the power that I'm getting from here. Even though I'm not using the power, I would like to store it all and then have it so that I can quickly use it through a tesseract whenever I want to. So I could turn this all down, turn this off, and have like 4 resonant cells attached to a tesseract that could keep things running for a good few days. Same with the hardened, actually. The hardened's got plenty of power in it, can probably run it for a few days. But that's how it's looking. That's how it's looking. That's how I want it to be, one or the other of those. So let me know that. Today, however, I'm not going to carry on just doing that. I would like to finish it off, but I've got to record. I've got to get this episode done. So we're going to have a look in Thaumcraft to see what things I can potentially make. Let's throw them away for now. There we go. So what quest lines are we up to? We're on... And we're on Thaumcraft. Only 38% complete in Thaumcraft at the minute. We've got a lot to do, and I've been putting it off for a while. No particular reason why I've been putting it off. I just didn't do it, didn't make it. So I want to have a look to see what's new here. Tree capacitor. I think we've all seen an Axe of the Stream made before, haven't you? Maybe, maybe not. But there's some new stuff like this tally box and tally box lens. I would like to have a look to see what it does. I don't think I'm going to need it because I've got the applied energistic system. But still, a tally box. Let's have a look, see how we make a tally box. So, I think we're in Witching Gadgets. There's so many cool things in Witching Gadgets. So many cool things, and yet I don't seem to need them in any way, shape or form. I don't seem to need them in Agrarian Skies. They're cool looking things, and they do cool things. It's a bit like this Automagy. This Automagy, it's got all this cool redstone stuff, which is like wireless redstoning. Redstoning up walls and all that kind of stuff. That's awesome stuff when you read about it. I just literally have no reason for using it whatsoever. Here I'm making a chest. Knowing how full a chest is, all well and good, but often you really want to keep track of is how many of a given thing you've got in there. To that end, you've designed the tally box. Ah, so it checks out what's exactly inside. Okay, so I need some glass, some nether wart, and some great wood planks, and a red crystal. Red crystal is just redstone. I think I made some red crystals before. Red crystals, yes I did. I made a stack of red crystals before. Okay, and glass. Let's get a stack of glass, and then we also needed great wood, didn't we? Great wood. There we go. Take some great wood, and we wanted some great wood planks. Let's grab some of those. Okay. And simple recipe in the arcane workbench with some quartz. Okay, so quartz in the middle. That around those two sides. That in the middle there, and that in the corner. There we go. We have a tally box. Awesome. And next up was the tally box lenses, which is glass panes, nuggets, and redstone in the corner. Okay, where's my glass? Let's have a look at the glass again. There we go, one of those. We wanted gold nuggets. I think it was gold nuggets. Gold nuggets. Yeah, there we go. Round sides, and then a bit of redstone in the middle, in the bottom corner. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Tally box lens cover clear. Okay. And did that complete the quest? No. It's got to be yield 1. What's yield 1 about it? Okay. So yield is that, which is that goes into the crucible. Unbound or yield. Okay. Let's put that through the process then, and that should be something we can do very quickly. That to that, thank you. I'm short on vacuus. Vacuus. Okay, do I have any vacuus in here? Little bit. Little bit. There we go. Just quickly smelt that down then. Give me some vacuus. Thank you. I need 4 of each, I think. That's what the essence crystals are there for. I could have just dropped some chests in there. But that's not the purpose of having all those crystals, is it? Manual detect. What? Did I make the wrong one? I made the unbound one, did I? Dang it. Okay, so that's still the same thing. Oh, there was 2 options. There were 2 options. Alright, well, I just have to quickly make another one of them then. See, so this one needs that instead. The Fabrico. No, not Fabrico, is it? What is it? It's Perfodio. Perfodio. Okay, Perfodio. Perfodio. Let's get some of that in. Oh man, this is all very, very similar to what I've just done, but this is how you do it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 census, and we should get this quest completed. Thank you very much. Give me that. Awesome. Gives me a hungry chest and another lens clear. Okay. And that's that section done. And we've got inventorium core. I still want to see what this looks like. So let's place the tally box down over here. Okay. So this is partial warning. We could probably put a hungry chest on the top. Probably checking what the hungry chest has got in it. Partial matching. Let's put the tally box in there, shall we? We've got to put something in it to figure that out. Okay, let's read that again. That one. Simply place it such that it points at the container. Place similar to placing a hopper. Next, fill out a runic whitelist or blacklist and place it inside the box. It will emit a redstone signal when the conditions you met. The signal output the direction opposite the target container. Alternative, place the remote comparator above the box to tune it to the crystalline eye in the inventory. If you want to examine the placing of the blah blah blah. Crystal eye, that's something I need to do as well. If the tally box is set to read from another tally box, contents will be retrieved from the second tally box target. If the target blah 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 blah. Mind chaining tally boxes and remote comparators together this way, containers may be read from very long distances. Okay, but how do we make the paperwork for it? Was that it over here? Enchanted paper, enchanted paper, and then we can make a runic whitelist. Okay, runic whitelist, runic blacklist, and some white bone meal of some kind. So it's just enchanted paper. Okay, so enchanted paper is paper with gold nuggets all around. Wow. Intricate details, but still pretty cheap. Paper. I've got some enchanted paper. That's awesome. If I put that in there and get some bone meal, we got that there, and we can get a runic whitelist. I can click the runic whitelist and I can select things on the runic whitelist. That's awesome. Okay, and then we throw in, let's say, imp leather. I don't know, first thing I picked. Let's whitelist imp leather. Ignore quantity, ignore metadata, and it should output a redstone signal. So how am I going to figure that out? Lamp. Let's have a redstone lamp. Like so. There we go. Okay, let's check this out. I like playing with new blocks. I like it when I've got something new to play with. Let's put that there and that there. Okay, so currently no redstone signal. When I put some of that in and put that in there. Emit a redstone signal if target contains any specific items. It contains. It contains. Do you break? Do you smash? It looked kind of like you were going to break there. Okay, let's try. Let's try down here. Put you into there, and then put that into there, and there we go. Aha! There we go. Awesome. So it was just aiming wrong. That was the problem. I aimed it down when I placed it, so it was placing the aimment down. So now if I take this out, it says no. If I place this in, it says yes. If I place something else in instead, it's still no. And as soon as that goes in, it's yes. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that for a number of little reasons, but not anything I want to use in Agrarian Skies. Unfortunately, the thing I want to use in Agrarian Skies, but it does look cool. We've also got these lenses. What do these lenses do? Tally box yield. Oh, I just right-clicked it on, and it did something. It turned it off. Why did it turn it off? Okay, I don't know why it turned it off, but it did. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. These lenses. The yield lens reveals to the box the items that may be dropped by the targeted block, both standard results and those possible by using a tool with a silk touch enchantment. This may be a good way of signal output when a target block contains a specific block. Oh, okay. So it's got to yield something that would drop the leather. Okay. Did I just use the lens up there? Oh, man, I did. I just lost the lens. Oh, it's on there. Still on there. Can I take it off like this? Can I? How do I take the lens off? Yield lens. How do I take the lens off? Oh well. I think I broke it. I guess maybe a wand hit. Hit it with a wand. Sounds reasonable, doesn't it? No, break it with a wand. No, that's not going to make that much difference, is it? Okay, can I take it off? There's probably a way in there. Ah, it doesn't really matter anyway. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this episode, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Had a little bit of a play around today. Quite enjoying myself. But now I want to get back to building. Work, work, work. All work and no play. Well, actually, it's lots of play, isn't it? All work and lots of play makes Nemsun a happy chappy. Until next time, folks, thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you for the next episode of Agrarian Skies 2 very soon. Till then, Goodbye.